The Power Within, Unveiling Destiny. The halls of Eastwood High School were abuzz with activity as students rushed from one class to another, their conversations blending into a cacophony of voices. Amidst the sea of students, there was a girl named Lily Mitchell, a freshman who seemed to fade into the background effortlessly. With her mousy brown hair pulled back into a neat ponytail, and her thin-rimmed glasses perched on her nose, she appeared unremarkable, just another face in the crowd. Lily was an earnest student, dedicated to her studies, but she had never stood out. She wasn't particularly popular, nor was she a social outcast. She had a small circle of friends, including her best friend, Emma, who had been by her side since elementary school. Their friendship was built on shared dreams and countless afternoons spent discussing the mysteries of the universe. But unknown to Lily, her life was about to take an unexpected turn. It happened one fateful day during a seemingly ordinary chemistry class. The teacher, Mrs. Anderson, droned on about chemical reactions, her words blending into background noise for Lily. She absent-mindedly traced her fingers along the surface of her desk, feeling the coolness of the metal beneath her touch. Suddenly, a surge of electricity coursed through Lily's fingertips, jolting her hand backward in shock. Her wide eyes stared at her hand in disbelief as she realized she had generated an electric shock. Fear gripped her heart, and a million questions raced through her mind. What had just happened? How was it possible? Was she going crazy? Trembling with a mixture of fear and curiosity, Lily kept her newfound ability a secret. She couldn't risk drawing attention to herself, especially when she had no idea how or why this power had manifested within her. Emma, however, noticed the change in Lily's behavior. She sensed something was amiss and gently prodded her friend to share her secret. Late one afternoon, as the sun cast a warm glow across Emma's bedroom, the two friends sat cross-legged on the floor, surrounded by piles of books and notebooks. Emma had always been fascinated by supernatural stories, and her extensive collection of novels lined the shelves, ready to transport readers to otherworldly realms. Lily hesitated for a moment, staring down at her trembling hands, before finally summoning the courage to speak. Her voice was barely above a whisper as she recounted the incident in the chemistry class, the electric shock that had coursed through her veins. Emma's eyes widened in both surprise and intrigue. She leaned forward, her voice filled with excitement. "Lily, I think you might have developed an extraordinary power. This is amazing! Imagine what you could do with it." Lily's eyebrows furrowed, uncertainty etched across her face. "But Emma, what if it's dangerous? What if I hurt someone accidentally? I don't even understand how or why it happened." Emma reached out and gently grasped Lily's trembling hand, her voice filled with reassurance. "We'll figure it out together, Lily. We'll research and learn everything we can about supernatural abilities. And if we find it's too risky, we'll find a way to control it or keep it hidden. But I believe in you. I believe this power chose you for a reason." Lily looked into Emma's eyes, finding solace in her friend's unwavering support. A spark of hope flickered within her, gradually overshadowing her fear. Maybe this power wasn't a curse but a gift, waiting to be understood and harnessed. With Emma by her side, Lily embarked on a journey of self-discovery, ready to unlock the secrets of her electrifying abilities. Little did she know that her life would never be the same again. Lily and Emma delved deep into the realm of supernatural abilities, their shared curiosity fueling their quest for knowledge. They scoured libraries, pored over ancient texts, and scoured online forums dedicated to the unexplained. Their research led them to stories of individuals with extraordinary powers throughout history: telekinesis, pyrokinesis, telepathy, and now, electrokinesis, Lily's newfound ability. With each passing day, Lily grew more confident in her power. She began to experiment in the safety of her room, practicing generating and controlling electrical charges. At first, her attempts were erratic, resulting in flickering lights and mild shocks. But through persistence and a growing understanding of her gift, Lily honed her control. She could summon sparks from her fingertips, guide currents along conductive surfaces, and even manipulate the intensity of her electric charges. Emma stood by Lily's side, serving as both a confidant and a cheerleader. Together, they practiced and refined Lily's abilities. Emma's unwavering support and her extensive knowledge of supernatural phenomena proved invaluable. She offered guidance, sharing techniques she had gleaned from books and online resources, and acted as a safety net, ready to intervene if Lily ever lost control. As Lily's powers expanded, so did her sense of responsibility. She realized that her abilities could be used for more than personal amusement or the thrill of discovery. Lily started experimenting with ways to use her power to help others discreetly. She secretly recharged the dying batteries of strangers' cell phones, sparked life into malfunctioning electronics, and even provided a temporary light source during power outages. Small acts, but ones that brought hope and relief to those who encountered her hidden generosity. Lily's growing reputation as a miracle worker caught the attention of a figure lurking in the shadows, the enigmatic Dr. Alexander Blackwood. Dr. Blackwood was a renowned scientist known for his unconventional research and expertise in supernatural phenomena. Intrigued by Lily's potential, he had been discreetly observing her actions, fascinated by her control over electricity. One afternoon, as Lily walked home from school, a stranger approached her, his presence both unsettling and intriguing. Dr. Blackwood introduced himself, revealing his knowledge of Lily's abilities and her secret acts of goodwill. He offered her an opportunity to understand her powers further and learn from his extensive experience. Intrigued and cautiously hopeful, Lily agreed to meet with Dr. Blackwood in his private laboratory. The facility was a hidden sanctuary for individuals like her, a place where they could explore and develop their supernatural gifts away from prying eyes. Under Dr. Blackwood's guidance, Lily's understanding of her power deepened. He provided her with scientific explanations and practical exercises to strengthen her control. Together, they conducted experiments, delving into the very essence of electricity, unraveling its secrets, and tapping into its boundless potential. Dr. Blackwood became not only Lily's mentor but also her confidant, someone she could trust with her fears, doubts, and hopes. He shared tales of others like her, individuals who had overcome adversity and honed their abilities to become formidable forces for good. Lily found solace in their stories, drawing inspiration from the legacy of those who had come before her. In the safety of Dr. Blackwood's laboratory, Lily could fully explore the extent of her abilities without fear of judgment or harm. With his guidance, she pushed the boundaries of her power, testing its limits and discovering new applications. Together, they uncovered previously unexplored facets of electrokinesis, delving into the intricacies of energy manipulation and electrical conductivity. As weeks turned into months, Lily's skills flourished. Her control over electricity became almost second nature, and she discovered that her power extended beyond generating electrical charges. She could sense the electromagnetic fields around her, detecting hidden energy sources and even perceiving faint electrical signals emitted by living beings. With each breakthrough, Lily grew more confident in her abilities and her place in the supernatural world. She realized that she had been chosen for a reason, that her power was not a mere accident but a part of her destiny. The path ahead was still uncertain, but with Dr. Blackwood as her mentor, Lily felt empowered to embrace her potential and face whatever challenges lay ahead. The sun began to set, casting an orange glow over the city as Lily and Emma walked home from another productive session at Dr. Blackwood's laboratory. They had been discussing their latest discoveries and the exciting progress Lily had made with her electrokinesis. Little did they know that their lives were about to take a dangerous turn. As they approached an alleyway, a shiver ran down Lily's spine, a warning from her heightened senses. She instinctively grabbed Emma's arm, pulling her to a halt. Emma looked at Lily, concern etched on her face. "What is it?" Lily?" she asked, her voice tinged with worry. Lily scanned their surroundings, her eyes searching for any signs of danger. That's when she saw them, a group of menacing figures emerging from the shadows, their intentions unclear but their presence ominous. It was the Seeker's henchmen, the enforcers of his twisted desires. Fear gripped Lily's heart as she recognized the threat. The Seeker was an elusive and dangerous individual who sought to capture and exploit people with supernatural abilities. Rumors had been circulating within the supernatural community about his relentless pursuit and the dark experiments he conducted on those he captured. Lily had hoped to avoid his attention, but now it seemed that he had set his sights on her. Emma's eyes widened as she took in the scene unfolding before them. "Lily, we have to get out of here. We can't let them capture you." Lily nodded, her mind racing with possibilities. She knew they couldn't outrun the Seeker's henchmen, but she had one advantage: they were unaware of the full extent of her powers. With a steely determination in her eyes, she whispered to Emma, "Stay close to me, and trust me." As the henchmen closed in, Lily focused her energy, channeling it through her body. A surge of electricity crackled around her, enveloping her in an electrifying aura. The henchmen hesitated, momentarily taken aback by the display of power. With a burst of confidence, Lily unleashed her abilities. Bolts of electricity shot from her outstretched hands, arcing towards the henchmen. They scrambled to evade the electrified onslaught, their surprise evident in their widened eyes and frantic movements. Emma watched in awe as Lily's power surged forth. She had always believed in her friend's potential, but witnessing it firsthand left her speechless. She felt a newfound strength and courage welling up within her, knowing that she had a crucial role to play in this dangerous dance. As the henchmen recovered from their initial shock, they regrouped and launched a counterattack. One of them, a burly man with a scarred face, lunged at Lily, aiming to tackle her to the ground. But Emma, fueled by a protective instinct, stepped in between them. She braced herself, summoning her own hidden strength. With a swift motion, Emma extended her hand towards the charging henchman. To her surprise, a barrier of invisible force erupted from her palm, repelling the attacker and sending him sprawling backward. Emma's eyes widened in disbelief as she realized that she, too, possessed supernatural abilities, a form of telekinesis that had been dormant within her all along. The remaining henchmen, seeing their comrade thwarted, hesitated. Lily and Emma now stood united, their powers intertwining and amplifying each other. The henchmen, no match for the combined might of the two young women, retreated, disappearing back into the darkness from whence they came. Breathing heavily, Lily and Emma exchanged astonished glances. The events of the evening had shaken them to their core, but they also realized the significance of their newfound powers. They had faced a grave threat and emerged victorious, uncovering depths of strength they never knew they possessed. As they continued their journey home, a sense of purpose burned within them. They were no longer just two ordinary girls navigating high school life, they were destined for something greater. They would use their powers not only to protect themselves but also to defend others from the clutches of the Seeker and anyone else who sought to exploit their gifts. The battle had just begun, and Lily and Emma were ready to face it head-on. The encounter with the Seeker's henchmen left Lily and Emma shaken but determined. They knew they couldn't face this threat alone, they needed allies who understood their struggles and shared their mission. With that in mind, they set out to find others like them, individuals with extraordinary abilities who could join their cause. Their search led them to the outskirts of the city, where rumors spoke of a hidden sanctuary for supernatural beings. Deep within the dense woods, nestled amidst towering trees, stood the Haven, a refuge for those seeking solace and protection from the dangers that lurked in the shadows. As they approached the Haven's entrance, guarded by a towering figure with eyes that seemed to pierce their souls, Lily and Emma felt a mix of apprehension and hope. They explained their purpose and were granted entry into the sanctuary. Inside, they were greeted by a diverse group of individuals, each possessing unique abilities of their own. There was Lucas, a telepath who could delve into the thoughts and emotions of others, Maya, a pyrokinetic who could control and manipulate fire, and Alex, a teleporter who could instantly transport himself from one place to another. The residents of the Haven welcomed Lily and Emma with open arms, recognizing the strength and determination in their eyes. They shared their own stories of survival and the challenges they had faced, all while honing their abilities. The Haven became a place of training and camaraderie, where they exchanged knowledge, shared techniques, and prepared for the battles that lay ahead. Under the guidance of the Haven's leader, a wise and powerful woman named Elena, Lily and Emma learned to harness their powers more effectively. They practiced tirelessly, pushing the boundaries of their abilities and discovering new ways to combine their strengths. They honed their combat skills, preparing for future confrontations with the Seeker and his minions. As the days turned into weeks, Lily and Emma formed deep bonds with their newfound allies. Together, they forged a united front against the forces that threatened their kind. Each member brought their unique abilities to the table, amplifying their collective power and ensuring that no one would face the battles ahead alone. Within the Haven's walls, Lily also discovered fragments of her forgotten past. She learned that her powers were not a random occurrence but were tied to her lineage, a lineage steeped in ancient supernatural bloodlines. Through ancient texts and artifacts, she pieced together her family's history, tracing her ancestry back to powerful elemental beings who possessed control over the very fabric of nature. Armed with this newfound knowledge, Lily embraced her heritage and understood that her journey was not only about survival but also about reclaiming her true identity. She became determined to unearth the mysteries of her family's past, to uncover the secrets that had been buried for generations. In the depths of the Haven's vast library, Lily and Emma immersed themselves in ancient texts and prophecies, seeking clues that would guide them on their quest. They discovered references to an ancient artifact, a key that held the power to unlock the secrets of the supernatural world and bring about a new era of balance and harmony. With this revelation, Lily and her allies knew that their mission was twofold: to protect their own kind from the Seeker's clutches and to find the key that could change the course of their world. They set forth, fueled by determination and a shared purpose, ready to face the challenges that awaited them beyond the sanctuary of the Haven. Little did they know that their search for the key would lead them down a treacherous path, filled with ancient guardians, hidden dangers, and the ever-looming presence of the Seeker, who grew more determined to harness their powers for his own nefarious purposes. The journey ahead would test their strength, resilience, and unwavering bond, but together, they were ready to confront the mysteries that awaited them and rewrite the destiny of the supernatural realm. The time had come for the ultimate confrontation. Lily, Emma, and their allies had traveled far and wide, gathering the fragments of the ancient key that held the power to unlock the secrets of the supernatural world. With each piece they found, they grew closer to their goal, but they also drew the Seeker's attention. As they stood on the precipice of their final battle, a sense of urgency filled the air. The Seeker, driven by his insatiable thirst for power, had amassed an army of supernatural beings under his control. His henchmen, more dangerous and numerous than ever, loomed before them, their eyes filled with malicious intent. Lily's heart raced, her hands crackling with electricity. She knew that the outcome of this showdown would shape the future of not only herself and her friends but also the entire supernatural community. She glanced at Emma, whose unwavering determination mirrored her own. They shared a silent understanding, a bond that had grown unbreakable throughout their journey. With a determined nod, Lily unleashed her power, sending arcs of electricity dancing through the air. Emma tapped into her telekinetic abilities, creating a force field to shield their allies from the onslaught. Together, they fought with unwavering resolve, their powers intertwining and amplifying each other's strength. The battle raged on, the clash of supernatural forces echoing through the night. Fire engulfed the sky, telekinetic blasts shook the earth, and bolts of electricity illuminated the battlefield. Each member of their group fought with an unwavering sense of purpose, their shared mission fueling their resilience. But amidst the chaos, the Seeker emerged, a dark and imposing figure wreathed in shadows. He unleashed his own twisted power, seeking to overpower Lily and her allies. Lily's heart pounded, her mind focused on the key and the destiny that awaited them. In a moment of clarity, Lily realized that the true power did not lie solely in the key but within the unity of their group. She rallied her allies, reminding them of the strength they possessed when they fought together. As they synchronized their abilities, a surge of energy rippled through the battlefield, dispelling the darkness and weakening the Seeker's hold over his minions. With a mighty roar, Lily and her friends launched a final assault, their powers combining in a dazzling display of light and energy. The Seeker, once formidable, now faltered, his grip on power slipping away. Lily's electrifying fury intensified as she channeled her energy into one final, decisive blow. A surge of electricity surged through her, enveloping the Seeker in an electrified vortex. As the dust settled, the Seeker lay defeated, his dark ambitions extinguished. Lily, Emma, and their allies stood tall, their faces marked with weariness but also a profound sense of accomplishment. The battle had been won, and the forces of darkness had been vanquished. The aftermath of the battle left the supernatural world forever changed. The defeat of the Seeker resonated throughout the realms, sending a powerful message that those who sought to exploit the supernatural gifts would face swift and decisive justice. Lily and her allies emerged as beacons of hope, guardians of balance and protectors of those who possessed extraordinary abilities. In the aftermath of the conflict, Lily's quest to uncover the secrets of her family's past reached its climax. Guided by ancient prophecies and cryptic clues, she unearthed the final piece of the key, the missing fragment that held the key to unlocking the ultimate truth. With a sense of reverence, Lily held the complete key in her hands. Its ethereal glow seemed to pulse with ancient power. Gathering her friends and allies, she embarked on a pilgrimage to a sacred site where the key's true purpose would be revealed. Arriving at the ancient site, Lily positioned the key in its rightful place, a hidden recess in a weathered stone pedestal. A surge of energy pulsed through the air as the key clicked into place, causing the ground to tremble beneath their feet. As the dust settled, a magnificent portal shimmered into existence before them. It beckoned, inviting them to step through and unravel the mysteries that lay beyond. Lily, Emma, and their loyal companions exchanged determined glances, knowing that this was the culmination of their journey. One by one, they stepped through the portal, entering a realm that transcended time and space. They discovered a vast chamber, adorned with ancient symbols and illuminated by an otherworldly glow. In the center stood a pedestal, upon which rested a book, an ancient tome filled with knowledge that held the key to their future. With trembling hands, Lily opened the book, and the words inscribed on its pages spoke of unity, balance, and the limitless potential of their powers. They learned that their mission extended far beyond their individual abilities, that they were part of a greater tapestry that connected all supernatural beings. In that moment, Lily understood that their journey had only just begun. Armed with newfound knowledge, a network of allies, and unwavering determination, they would work tirelessly to protect the delicate equilibrium between the supernatural and human worlds. And so, Lily, Emma, and their allies emerged from the ancient chamber, ready to face the challenges and adventures that awaited them. With their powers united, they would shape a new era, one where the extraordinary abilities of the supernatural would be a force for good, a beacon of hope in a world that desperately needed it.